The morning breath. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Ever woken up, leaned in for a sweet good morning kiss, and then immediately regretted it? Yeah, that dragon breath is real. Morning breath is something almost all of us deal with. But have you ever stopped to wonder what's actually causing it? Is it just last night's garlic bread coming back to haunt you? Or is there something more going on in your mouth while you sleep? Well, today we're diving deep into the science behind that not-so-fresh morning feeling. We'll uncover the main culprits, explore some surprising factors that make it worse, and most importantly, I'll share some simple, effective tips to help you wake up with a cleaner, fresher mouth. So, if you're ready to say goodbye to morning breath for good, stick around. First things first, let's get one thing straight. Having some degree of morning breath is completely normal. It's not necessarily a sign of poor hygiene. The primary cause is a decrease in saliva production while you sleep. Think of saliva as your mouth's natural cleaning service. During the day, you're constantly producing saliva, which washes away food particles and bacteria. It also contains oxygen, and the bacteria that cause bad breath, which are called anaerobic bacteria, absolutely hate oxygen. They thrive in dry, low oxygen environments. So, when you're asleep, your saliva flow slows down dramatically. Your mouth becomes a dry, cozy paradise for these little stink-producing microbes. They get to work breaking down any leftover food particles, dead cells, and proteins in your mouth. And as they do, they release smelly compounds called volatile sulfur compounds, or VSCS. That's what you're smelling in the morning. It's literally the byproduct of a bacterial feast that happened in your mouth overnight. Now, let's talk about the main factors that can turn a little bit of morning breath into a full-blown biohazard. The biggest one, no surprise, is your oral hygiene routine. If you skip brushing and flossing before bed, you're essentially leaving out an all-you-can-eat buffet for those bacteria. Food particles, especially proteins from meat and dairy, and sugars, get trapped between your teeth and in the crevices of your tongue. Overnight, the bacteria break these down, leading to a much stronger odor by the time you wake up. Flossing is particularly crucial because it removes plaque and food from areas your toothbrush just can't reach. Think of it this way, not flossing is like cleaning only 65% of your mouth. You're leaving a huge area untouched for bacteria to party all night long. Another major contributor is your tongue. Your tongue isn't smooth. It's covered in tiny bumps and grooves called papillae. This texture is perfect for trapping bacteria, food debris, and dead cells. In fact, a significant portion of the bacteria that cause bad breath live right on the back of your tongue. If you're only brushing your teeth, you're ignoring this massive bacterial reservoir. When these trapped particles decompose overnight in your dry mouth, they release those pungent sulfur compounds. This is why you might still have morning breath even if you're a diligent brusher and flosser. You're missing a key piece of the puzzle, the tongue. What you eat and drink also plays a huge role. We all know about the obvious offenders like garlic and onions. The compounds in these foods get absorbed into your bloodstream after digestion, travel to your lungs, and are then exhaled. So, that smell is literally coming from the inside out, and it can linger for hours, even into the next morning. Coffee and alcohol are two other big culprits, but for a different reason. Both are diuretics, meaning they make you urinate more, which can lead to dehydration. They also directly dry out your mouth by reducing saliva flow. A dry mouth, as we've learned, is the perfect breeding ground for smelly bacteria. So that evening glass of wine or morning cup of coffee might be contributing to your breath issues more than you think. Believe it or not, how you breathe at night makes a difference too. If you're a mouth breather, whether it's due to allergies, a cold, or just habit, you're constantly drying out your mouth throughout the night. This accelerates the process we've been talking about. Instead of your mouth staying relatively moist, you basically are drying it for 8 hours straight. This creates an even more ideal environment for those anaerobic bacteria to multiply and produce odorous gases. Snoring is often linked with mouth breathing, so if your partner has ever complained about your snoring, they might have a point about your morning breath too. Certain medical conditions and medications can also be at the root of persistent bad breath. Things like acid reflux or GERD can cause stomach acid to come up into your esophagus and mouth while you sleep, leading to a sour, unpleasant smell. Postnasal drip from allergies or sinus infections means mucus drips down the back of your throat, providing another food source for bacteria. And hundreds of common medications, including those for high blood pressure, depression, and allergies, list dry mouth as a side effect. If your morning breath started or got significantly worse after starting a new medication, that could be the reason. It is always a good idea to talk to your doctor or dentist if you suspect an underlying issue. Okay, so we've covered the causes. Now for the most important part, what can we do about it? How can we wake up feeling fresh? The first and most critical step is to level up your nighttime oral hygiene routine. Don't just brush, be thorough. Spend a full 2 minutes brushing, making sure to reach every surface of every tooth. And you absolutely have to floss every single night. No excuses. This removes the plaque and food particles that fuel the bacteria overnight. After you brush your teeth, don't forget your tongue. You can use your toothbrush, but a dedicated tongue scraper is even more effective. They're designed to skim the gunk off the surface of your tongue. Start from the back and gently pull forward. You'll be amazed, and maybe a little grossed out by what comes off. Staying hydrated is key. Make sure you're drinking enough water throughout the day. This helps your body produce an adequate amount of saliva, even at night. Try to limit your intake of dehydrating drinks like coffee and alcohol, especially in the hours leading up to bedtime. If you do have a drink, follow it up with a glass of water. Keeping a glass of water by your bed is also a great idea. If you wake up during the night feeling thirsty, you can take a sip to remoisten your mouth, disrupting the bacteria's dry mouth party. This simple habit can make a noticeable difference. What about mouthwash? A good antiseptic mouthwash can be a great final step in your nightly routine. Look for one that's alcohol-free to avoid drying out your mouth. An antiseptic mouthwash will help kill the bacteria that cause bad breath, giving you a head start on a fresh morning. Swish it around for 30 to 60 seconds, making sure to gargle so it reaches the back of your throat and tongue. This helps reduce the bacterial load in your mouth before you go to sleep, leaving less of them to cause trouble overnight. If you suspect you're a mouth breather, there are a few things you can try. If it's due to allergies or congestion, using a saline nasal spray or a humidifier in your bedroom can help clear your nasal passages, encouraging you to breathe through your nose. There are also special pillows that can help position your head to promote nasal breathing. If it's a persistent problem, it's worth mentioning to your doctor to rule out issues like a deviated septum or sleep apnea. Finally, don't skip your regular dental checkups and cleanings. Your dentist and hygienist can remove hardened plaque, known as tartar, that you can't get rid of with just brushing and flossing. They can also spot any potential issues like cavities, gum disease, or other problems that could be contributing to bad breath. They're your best resource for personalized advice on maintaining your oral health. Don't be shy about bringing up your concerns about morning breath. It's an incredibly common issue, and they have the expertise to help you figure out the best solution for you. So there you have it. The mystery of morning breath solved. It's mainly caused by a dry mouth overnight, which lets odor-causing bacteria thrive. But by stepping up your oral hygiene, staying hydrated, cleaning your tongue, and being mindful of what you eat and drink, you can significantly reduce it. Remember, consistency is everything. Make these tips a regular part of your routine, and you will be well on your way to waking up with a mouth that feels and smells much, much fresher. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you found these tips helpful. If you did, please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content like this. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Do you have any secret weapons against morning breath? Share your tips with the community. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video.